Hey guys, Ken Perryman here, and I am back with a pretty cool product. Check out this really cool looking safe with a deposit. So this thing's gonna be great for those small businesses where you have nightly deposits that you wanna put in a safe spot, but you're not gonna take it to the bank. Deposit your envelope, pop it in, and guess what? There's fingers right there. You're not gonna get past it to reach inside the safe until the next morning when your designated representative opens this up. Now, this accessories bag has your instructions and sets of keys. This will open a completely independent cavity. As an example, you're working and you have a cash register drawer and you've made thousands of dollars. You count down your drawer, get it back to $100 or whatever you want to start off with some fives and ones so that you can make change throughout the day. So in that case, you can put your drawer in here with your $50, right? You got 50 to 75 to $100 sitting up top, but you want your 1,000 or more dollars or $500, $600, $700, $800 to be dropped off into this stronger, I say stronger, they're both very strong with the sheet metals and the metal sections here, but this drawer and section itself seems to be just a tad bit more secure so that you could put your larger deposits in here and have your bank company person, maybe you got a bank that comes here and will open this up for you, pick up the money the next morning. So, okay, that's how you do that. I just figured that out myself. I probably should read the instructions, but I'm gonna have to cut those tabs down so you guys can see it fully opened. All right, nice little knot that it's tied in. So now we can go ahead and open this up. This is the secure section for batteries. Oh, I like this. Let me double check. So remember I said there's a potentiometer? If for some reason you almost never use this safe, you have a little plug right here that you could snap this guy into. You put batteries in here. In the battery compartment, it is of course hard to open for some reason. But you'll put your batteries inside here, power this up because the batteries are inside the safe. If you don't have enough juice, you plug this in, get enough juice, punch in your code and it'll unlock. That's if for some reason you've lost the keys, you need to be able to get back in there. You just keep this locked away somewhere so that you can get access to it. I like this, this is cool. They give you a deposit bag. It's got a nice sticky feel to it. It's aluminum lined. The cool thing about this, and I'll show it to you live, is you got your money, you drop it in your slot, there it is. It fell down inside the safe. Drop it down, there it goes. This is really cool. All right, we're gonna check out the little booklet that came with it. Depository safe drop top cabinet fireproof bag. That's what this is. It's got the foil in there. So even if this gets captured in a fire and the whole place burns down, this is gonna stay relatively safe. You might get some elements inside, and if it does, this is gonna be protected, right? Because paper money burns, and so do checks and stuff like that. First, remove the lock by rotating the cover. Again, internal battery, if the safe is dead, there are two ways to open the safe. First is use your lock or use the battery, as I said. Lock functioning. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. Let me show that to you. There it is right there. Okay. Settings button. Cool. So let's go ahead and put this guy back in. There it is. Locked back in. Make sure I got my keys. There are my keys right there. Okay. So green light for the initial yellow lights. I'm going to set a passcode or code. I'm going to put a code in that I'm going to change. We'll do it simple. Set the user password. In the door open state, press the setup key. The yellow light will be on. Enter a new password within 10 seconds. Input 3 to 8 user password. Press pound key to confirm. It's locked in. If this is correct, there's the keys. Lock. It is locked out. We're going to go ahead and make the night's deposit. I'm going to put that in there. Check to make sure that it's gone. Once it's gone, boom. Let's go ahead and get our money out and drop it off at the bank. Right, just for this protection, we're gonna lock it into place. We now have a locked in. Can you see that? See that light on my hand? It's a little itty bitty light that lights up the safe so you can see inside. I like that, that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and close this up. And I think once it's locked in, it's locked in. And then of course, your other safe section where you can put a few other items. You can initialize it by pushing and holding the button. The last thing you want to look into is this guy right here, which has a set of nuts and bolts on here, and it also has these flarings. So once you put this bolt on, you're going to take it off, put this in, put this through the wall, hopefully a brick or a metal or some type of better than drywall wall. You're going to push this in. Once you tighten this bolt up, this is going to flare out because this is going to pull through, flare out and lock itself in. So it just makes it that much harder to take away, right? It's a bit awkward, but I got it up there. You want to keep people from trying to pick it up and walk it out of your house. So that's how this goes. So check it out. Once again, your safety deposit box. Some companies, during the day, as you make more money and you got more cash, you go back in here and drop off the cash so you limit the amount of potential loss during the day. It could be super busy and you just keep stuffing money in here. You're now done for the day. You can take it in there, wait for it to drop down, double check to make sure that it is falling down. There we go. It is gone, it cleared out. Your deposit has now made itself down to the bottom. And I like how these pivot points, you cannot access them very easily. Right there, locked in, you got your safe. Let's go ahead and open up our safe, get our deposit out, take it to the bank. We are done for the day, lock it up. It is now locked, we are good to go. That's pretty cool, guys. I could picture using this maybe even in your home to some extent. Have your lock here. Maybe you do want to drop some cash or something in here. You don't care so much what's in here besides what you're keeping secured. You don't mind whatever's popped in there. And up here, you can put jewelry or whatever. You could use this to protect certain things. Quick and easy, throw this in there. I picture this being perfect for small businesses that need to make deposits, drop cash off. You may have this safe nearby because you're in a smaller business. Maybe it's right underneath the counter, but you want to keep anyone from messing around with it. That's why that drop box is so helpful. You're not opening this up to expose it for other people to get into it. You have it locked away and secure so that no one can get into this throughout the day. Tell the team member, I'm not giving you the code, it's for your safety. So if somebody breaks in and says, I need the code, enter that. I don't know, I don't have the code. The boss has the code and he's not here. All I do is I put the stuff in here and I drop it in. There's nothing else I can do. Sorry, I don't know the code, I really don't, sorry about that. That's the end of the story, no one can get in there. I do like this. This is pretty darn cool. Oh, I locked it until the light goes out. Okay, now it's locked. That's it. That's how she's done. So guys, I hope this was helpful for you. I do appreciate your time, and I'm out.